What's up guys? You already know, it's me, Kira. And this video may seem weird because do you even need to practice that much tech skill with Jigglypuff? Is there even that much you can do with her on your own, etc, etc. But since you guys kept asking, we decided to make one. So get ready for a wild ride, and here we go. First things first, you gotta work on using back air. Big surprise, I know guys. Despite what anyone says, being able to aim and time your back airs perfectly can be pretty difficult, especially when you're running through the gauntlet of giant hitbox you'll inevitably have to face down as a Jigglypuff player. There are 3 steps to using back airs. Step 1. Practice the timing. By holding up, you can buffer every jump after your first one. Try to time your back airs just as you jump, so that they come out as soon as possible while still rising up. I'm not saying you have to use the control stick in-game, but this can help you find the fastest possible timing to do them at. Holding the control stick at a 45-degree angle behind you will make you turn around and do a forward air. That is, unless you time your back air perfectly, then you won't turn around. So practice up that timing. Step 2. Switch up the types of back airs. Short hop one way and see how far that takes you on every stage. Auto cancel it, do a real late back air and L cancel it, fade back right when you start the back air, fade back at the last second, short hop away and drift back in, etc, etc. And that's just for short hops. You can do full hop aerials, short hop double jump aerials, no fast fall, early fast fall, and anything in between. You can full hop with crazy drift into like a randomly timed back air. See our advanced guides on aerial drift and fast fall timings to see more examples. This is really helpful to avoid getting punished and getting in extra hits when your opponents won't expect you to be there. Also, full hop rising forward air to falling up air in particular can be really useful in certain matches. Step 3. Practice your aim. One way to do this is to practice edge cancels with your aerials. However, you can also just pick a spot on the stage and try to place a perfectly spaced back air there. Start from various spots and see what the best way to land that perfect aerial is. There is no limit to the variations you can use, so feel free to be creative here. And if you do get stuck, there's always Hungrybox videos. And of course, you should do these steps with all of your aerials, since they all have slightly different timings. In particular, up airs can be awkward to time, so falling up airs, late up airs, instant up airs, and so on and so forth can all be good to practice. Then you gotta practice your L cancels. All of Jigglypuff's aerials have 10 frames of lag if you L cancel them, except for her down air, which is 15 frames of lag. This is actually really laggy compared to other characters, so you have to be as good on the timing as you possibly can be. Late back air to up smash, dash attack, or another instant aerial is supremely important. Even just practicing jumping again as soon as you land can help. Neutral air and back air can also be auto-cancelled during a short hop, meaning that their animation ends before you even touch the ground, so you don't need to L cancel. This is actually better, because then you only have 4 frames of lag instead of the usual 10. Neutral air must be done instantly, but back air has more leeway. Neutral air in particular is useful here because you can also auto-cancel it from higher up, making it a good option to cover space while also being lagless. You'll have to play around with how high up you start your neutral air, and when you fast fall to know exactly how it can auto-cancel. And of course, empty landing into turnaround grabs, aerials, or any ground move is also useful. This is one of her prime ways of mixing up her shield pressure, along with super late aerials, so practice these as well. You'll probably want to use the 20XX training pack for this part to make sure the computer's DI and tech randomly. I still recommend 3.02, but it can work with 4.05 if you change the CPU settings like so. However, they won't act immediately on wake up, so it's not